And so here we go. Here's the cover, and it has a Challenger type locomotive. Nice artwork. So let's continue. Okay, here's the table of contents. And we see so-and-so, and here it talks about the Line Chief app, which it can do more. Okay, we're on the next page. Lionel Base 3 and Cab 3 app. Okay, so-and-so. Told us all about that because the legacy system, Cab 2, it's not being made anymore. I wish it was, but it's not. So it goes over all that. We don't need to know that. We already know that. Okay, and we get to the old scale. And here is a brand new engine. It's a Challenger type. We'll find out what it is next. Okay, it's talking about. Okay, now we're here at Legacy Steam and all its features. You can read more about that. Okay, we got a brass hybrid Challenger. Talks about all the information. It has 4-digit addressing, the second engine that's ever had it from Lionel. It is 28.5 inches long, which it will do just fine on my turntable, and it takes a 072. It might actually be a Vision Line locomotive, but it's not saying that. It's got a 3-speaker sound system. It's got whistle steam. Road number specific crew talk. Ooh, I just might have to order this. I've already placed some orders out of this catalog, but not this. Okay, here we go to the paint schemes, and they're all different. Okay, the first one is the Pilot, which is got no paint on it, but it shows all the brass detail and handrails and the pistons and everything. Before it gets painted, they're starting to sell those now. That's pretty cool. And each one of these malls is all the same price. They're $2,499.99. You're probably saying that that's too expensive. Well, these brass hybrids are at any dealer as well are going to be the same price, but you don't have to pay any money until they come in. They're hard work to make, but they're very nice engines. Okay, the second one is the Greyhound paint scheme, which I think I like. I might have to get that one. Let's just hope I get a job soon. And the third one is 3919, which is black, and then it's showing all that. And then they also have a number. That's pretty cool. Okay, here we got some more. Here's a Fantasy 49er scheme. That's pretty cool. Okay, here we go to the next thing, which is L1 Mikado. And these are at MTH Tooling. We got Pennsylvania, $4.96, and these each go for $949.99. They're each 21.25 inches long. But if we look in this catalog, there's so many different ones. We have mostly Pennsylvania, but if we look on the next page, which is right here, you got a brass Santa Fe tender, which is going to be at the $1,000 price point, because it has a brass tender. But the one above it has a, if Pennsylvania still had run steam engines, this is what it would be. It has a antenna on top for phones. Okay, here we got an NTH Premier Line Tooling, and these are now owned by Lionel. They are the 484 Greenbriers. They are each at $1,700.99. Got 4 options. All 4 of these are realistic. The one I would choose is the Family Lines Rail System one, because I like that one. They each have whistle steam. They're each 21.25 inches long, and they take a 072 curve. And they have road specific details. Now on the next page, going over, is a unusual, well, it's a Greenbrier that has elephant ears. Now, take in mind all these steam engines of the Greenbrier and the one before had whistle steam. But I don't think these engines will have 4-digit address in these, which I'm not really that hyped up about. But this one has elephant ears, and it's pretty nice. Still same price, $1,700. And these right here, since they're not brass hybrids, are going to be a bit of a discount, so you can get them cheaper. But I do like them. I just got to get a job to pay for this. If I want it, I got to pay for it. And then you got a nice MTH Premier Line Tooling wood caboose. And here's a C&O one. And I was hoping they would put the guy on the back of the caboose, but they didn't, and they're still nice. These down here are 21-inch, no, not 21-inch, 18-inch passenger cars, Madison style. And the two pats each go for $500. I'm telling you, everything's going up with the economy and inflation and everything, no politics. But the station sound sign is very pricey too. They're going for $430 a piece. Each one of these coaches takes 054, and each coach is 19 inches long. And a big feature and a big plus of this that they should have done a long time ago, but they didn't get it right, but now they have, is they have LED lighting, which they do not go out on dirty track unless you stay on there for a while. So that's pretty cool. Remember, these are just retail prices, and they do better at a dealer. Get a bit of a discount. Anything in here you have to pre-order. Just letting you know. Let's go to the next page. Here's one that's probably going to sell. It's kind of cute, but I will not be getting this. I'm not a big fan of this paint scheme. And it's still the same price at $1,700. Keep in mind this is same price as the others. And it's kind of cute, but I won't be getting it. I don't like that orangey yellow. I just don't. Same thing, has elephant ears. But we also, and these are basically, I think, the only 21-inch passenger cars in this catalog. And I was hoping they would make some more different road names in them. But we all know about 21 inches passenger cars. They're each 21 inches long. They take an 054 curve, and they have everything cool about them, including LED lighting, which I think they started with when they were first made. But the Station Sounds Diner is $400. Good Lord, I'm telling you, the inflation. And a 2-pack is $450, and a 4-pack is $900. Keep in mind, these are retail prices. But even though the coaches are not built to order, all these Greenbriers are. And I'll tell you what, even the coaches, you might want to get your orders in. And the sooner the better, you get a better price, and you're guaranteed to get one. And if they don't make it, you don't have to lose any money. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, here's an engine that I was with a lot of people, a bit of a disappointment. But I have a video coming out about very soon. It is these moguls. I have acquired 2 of them from a friend of mine, and these are a big disappointment for Lionel. Not the engine itself, but it's missing one feature, and people like me have always wanted this engine to have. And Lionel has stated from going forward that each engine, legacy steam engine, would have a whistle steam smoke effect. Well, guess what? They don't. Not at all. And they have raised the price on these to $800. I'll tell you what, I hate to do this. The coaches are nice, and I'm just going to go over this very shortly. I got a video coming out about 2 Lionel TMCC moguls Same number I'm going to work on. I'll do a V on that. But I hate to say is, if you want these engines, go look on eBay and stuff, because you can find these engines relatively easily and for a good price. And it's a nice engine. It's got all the new features, but it's basically got all the new technology. It's just missing its whistle steam. But they're at $800 a piece. And if I had the money, I would get it and put a whistle steam. But y'all can do what you want to. This is not what I came to the catalog for. But we'll move on. Oh, by the way, these coaches are at MTH Tooling. I mean, the engines are nice, but I'm just not hyped up about them because they don't have whistle steam, and I wish they did. It'd be a good thing for the price. They could do it. I just don't know why. Lionel's doing good, and some things they don't fill everybody's cake up with, and I'm okay with that. That's just them. But it is a scale locomotive, and you Strasbourg fans are going to be very happy because this is what you asked for, and I know y'all are disappointed because y'all don't have whistle steam, but there's people out there that can put it in there for you. It's no big deal, which is what I'm going to have somebody do for me. But the coaches are at MTH Tooling, and it's a 2-pack each, and they each go for $450. And I'll tell you what, Lionel has just done a good job on these as MTH did, and Eric Siegel has a review of these, and a lot of other people do, of the Lionel made one, so go check them out. All right, let's go to the next page. Same thing, more moguls in the Strasbourg, but these are really nice. Same thing, no whistle steam, kind of disappointing, but the coaches down here are the same. It's kind of cool. I'm just going through. Okay, we got some more Madison coaches, and I want to let y'all know all these coaches, these two on the bottom, are prototypical for Strasbourg. I think they're something to do with the people who own the railroad. I don't know, but they're really nice. And here's another XNTH caboose, and I wish they had the operating conductor on the back, but they don't. But it's still nice. Okay, diesel locomotives. Here's all the features. And by the way, every engine here will have Bluetooth and legacy, new features and everything. All the engines in this catalog. If I had an unlimited amount of money, we're on the SC40T-2s. They take 031. I was hoping they would have the spring pilot, but they don't. If I had the money, I would get the Southern Pacific, all 3 units. And the Super Bass, by the way, is a unit that's not powered but has a big speaker and it works off the legacy system. It's nice. But in my opinion, I would probably get the Black Widow one that's not prototypical. I just love it. But the powers are $649.99, and the super base units are $699. You can find these good prices at dealers, and I hate to say this, but these are probably the hottest diesels that Lionel always makes. They go fast. You want it, you have to get your order in. You think that some road name or road number is not going to sell, they go. So get your order in. I do like that. I like all of them. But remember, I'm out of a job and I'm trying to get one. I will very soon, people. Lead me in the right direction. God is too. All right, let's go on. It's got road-specific details. It's got Bluetooth, good crew chatter and all that. All these engines do. So, let's go to the next page. FA2, AA sets, and B units. Everybody loves Halloween. I'm not big into it. They got road-specific details. Both units are powered. There's a super base B unit for each one, and they also got a powered B unit. It's pretty nice. The AA sets are a little pricey, but I can live with it if I had the money and get a discounted dealer. They're each $1,099. Actually, $1,099.99. You got Halloween. You got L&N. The L&N's nice, but it's not my cup of tea. I like their hummingbird scheme better. That's the yellow and gray. Then you got Erie. And I will say these. these super bass units for these FAs and PAs and all of them that they're making really crank up the sound, and it sounds more realistic than coming out of the lead and second unit. So why not spend the extra money? The FB2 without the super bass is $550, and the super bass is $599. So there it goes. We got more schemes, and if I had to choose one, there would be 4 I would choose, and it's on the next page. It's all 4 of them, but I don't have a limited amount of money. They have Dover and Hudson, which I think is gorgeous. They have New York Central, which is second gorgeous scheme in here. Pensy, which is absolutely stunning and gorgeous out of any of them. And then here's one I would probably get if I had the cash, and I'd be quick about, is that Southern Pacific Black Widow. It is absolutely the best paint scheme SP ever had. And even though I'm not a fan of the FA2, it's still a good engine, and you want these, you gotta get your order in. But I think they'll be good engines for the money. All the same price, all the same details. It's at the, hold on. The Pensy is the one with the antennas on top. So that's pretty nice. That was for the radio on the engine to the caboose, and the M5's caboose had them as well. So let's go on. And then you got one that everyone is going to be hyped up about. Lionel. This is one train I wanted when I was a kid. Well, it came out when my dad was young and when his dad worked for the railroad. That Lionel was making these FAs with everything. Well, the one that was the hardest to find, and it's the most popular, I think, is the U.S. Marine Corps, and people have been wanting it. But what they done is it's the same price as the others, is that they made it onto a scale locomotive. And I think it's kind of striking. And then they got a scale boxcar go along with it. This is pretty cool. If I had the money, I might get this. This is absolutely gorgeous. The paint scheme is not, but the design is wonderful. So you got a northeastern style caboose, which is really cool. And the U.S. Army 18-inch passenger cars. They're okay. If I had the money, I'd get them. They're nice, but I can't afford them. Let's go on the next page. SC70 Aces, they got good horns, good detail. And the prices are not bad, but I hate to say this, but the paint schemes on these 4 are not my cup of tea. They're not real heritage for Union Pacific, but they are nice though. Same detail, Bluetooth, new rail sounds, everything, they're nice. Just not my cup of tea. I do like the style engine, but I won't be getting them. So let's go on the next page. Page after that, I'm not interested. Now, if I had the money, I would get both of the Montana Rail Link ones, because I support the veterans, and the Essential Workers engine. Pretty nice. And the C&O one is not a fancy scheme. A friend of mine who works at CSX decided they were going to put this and make it as a heritage unit, which didn't last very long, because CSX doesn't own these engines anymore. And also, they sold the engine off to someone else, and the paint faded, and so that's what happened. Each one of these SC70 Aces is just one unit. They don't have a super bass, and they don't have a second unit. And they're each $49.99 a piece. I just don't have the money, so I'm not going to worry with it. Let's go on the next page. Okay, this is one that I was all hyped up about. And you may think it has to be a railroad in Georgia, and my granddad and my uncle and my great-granddad worked for this railroad. It's a railroad I'm all mostly in O-gauge, and I've been wanting somebody to make this a Central of Georgia baby Trainmaster H-15-44. And I've already got my orders in for these, and they're each $600 a piece. But go to a good deal or you get a discount, so it's a win-win. I'm a surprising person that I'm surprised I did not make a super base. It would have been cool, but it's okay. Or a set of 2 units of the same, 2 different numbers. But I do like that Rock Island. I'm just not going to get it because they'll make it again. And by the way, this is a new tooling for Lionel. It's not XNTH. See, the H16, the H15 look the same, but they're not. But, so, that is on my pre-order list, and I'm going to have a job by then. So, they are going to be on my layout. As soon as they come in, I'm going and pay for them. Alright, so we have some nice sets, and what I'm hearing is that both A units are powered in this set of the Western Maryland, and the cars are nice, and retail price on it is $1,600. It's a little pricey, but it's not too bad. Y'all can go over the sets, they're nice, but I'm not gonna go big into it. We got more stuff to look in the catalog. Okay, it is a nice catalog, but it's not my favorite. Okay, and I'm kind of surprised at these. They only made Heritage trailers on UP flat cars. Come on, Lionel. And they are $150 a piece. These used to be $75 a piece. The inflation, the economy have caused this, and it's still made in China. If we could just make it, it'd probably be better, a lot cheaper. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. But they could have put some more road names on these and not use the same daggone type of flat car. They're nice. I won't be getting any because with this I prefer like a Southern Railway or Central Georgia or a real road name and not a fancy scheme for these because this is a little pricey for it, but they're nice. I guess they'll go with the SC78, which this car will never do with that because these are old style cars. I don't know, but they're nice. Let's go on. Okay, very disappointed as well in this. I was hoping for some Conrail 60-foot box cars, and they done it again. They put no road names. They put graffiti. The only ones they got Ray and Norton, which is nice. I might get it, but probably not. But they have cars with graffiti on it. And people like that, I don't. It's vandalism. And some of it's art. I just don't think so. Then you got a John Deere, which costs more than... Well, actually, I take that back. It's actually cheaper than the one with graffiti. It's not that bad, $130. And then you got Chevy and Ford. I might have to get the Ford because I'm a Ford car owner. And my family likes Fords. And I know it's not prototypical, but I'm starting to collect Ford O-gauge stuff. So I might have to throw that in there. That's not built to order, but I'll still get it in because I'm still going to get a good price. So let's move on. Very nice cars, 031. Let's move on. Okay, these have really gone up in price, but they're still nice cars. These are the 100-ton hoppers. They're all die-cast, and let me tell you, you got a Line Master, Line Chief, short engine like switch engine. Do not, I repeat, do not put 5 of these behind the switch engine. You will wear the motor out. These cars are extremely heavy. They are, I'm even scared to even run one because my engine can strain itself, my little switch engine. But they are realistic. They are die-cast. Everything on is die-cast, no plastic. And if I had to choose the pack I would get, you got Burlington, Orange, Chessie, Denver and Rio Grande, which is nice. Then you got the one, the yellow and black one is the one I would get, which is Pier 6. I have an MTH Railroaders Club one. But I think I want this one as well because this one looks very nice. And they take 031, but each pack now is $300. I hope the dealers got that down in price because I'll get that pack. But you can make a nice little coal train with strong engine if you have one like those SC70 Aces. That's just me going on. I'm sorry. And then you got these cars, these hobo box cars, and they have clicky clack sounds. And when the car is stopped, the hobo plays his musical instrument, and he has a cigar lit with the LED lights. Pretty cool. Now, this one is a tough choice to make, but I already put my order in. I live in the southeast part of the United States, which is South Georgia, but I have a cabin in Alabama, and they have the Western Railway of Alabama, so I will certainly be getting that. I've already got an order in for that. So that's another obscure railroad, and I might get the Frisco as well. But they're each $210, inflation. But remember, these are just a retail price. That's why if Lionel only does a Lionel store and you don't have a lot of money like me, if they don't want to do it with the dealer, then be expecting the full retail price. I'm just letting y'all know. But these are nice. Scale box cars. Let's go on the next page. Okay. Sorry, I'm blah, 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 y'all. But y'all want to see it. So, okay, here we got some more N6B cabin cars. These are the wood cabooses that NTH made in their premier line. And Lionel, y'all could have done the same thing. Put the operating man at the end of the caboose. But y'all chose not to. And y'all raised the price. But y'all may have put more detail. But I love these cars. But the MTH ones are still readily available. And until y'all put the operating guy at the end, I'm going to have to stick with MTH on this one because it's cheaper, and I still like y'all, but y'all could lower the price on these a little bit. I understand the inflation, but y'all could have done better with this. And then here's something I'm not very impressed with y'all about is the Northeastern cabooses. You can still find these on eBay and at train shows for about $60 a piece. And they're the same thing, and they're now $130 a piece. Not my cup of tea, so I'm gonna get out of this. Y'all can do better. Y'all try your best, but if you think people are gonna buy this stuff at this price, even a person like me who buys this stuff will not pay this much. We know better, and y'all are kind of hurting the dealer with these prices. Y'all gotta do better. I like y'all, but y'all gotta do better. I know y'all can do better. Maybe y'all need me in there. I can adjust y'all's prices better for y'all, make good quality too. Put me in there. I like y'all. All right, let's go on. These are not badly priced, and I'll give y'all credit on these. Standard O insulated boxcars. Out of the 4 on that page, State of Maine, New Haven products. Getting that one. And then I was hearing that Legacy Station is going to do a custom run on these on Georgia KO, and ones of which I'll be getting. It's a Standard O unit body tank cars. And I love these, but and MTH ones are nice too. But Atlas seems to be the leader in these tank cars, and for the price of these 75 on these tank cars, you might as well get an Atlas tank car. You get more, and it's more detail, and it's a little more scalar, but they're not bad cars. I just think $75 for these is a little too pricey, and they should be $40 or $50 a piece. That's just my opinion. See, I'm about saving money. But they're nice cars anyway. I wouldn't take them for grand. Okay, here's a part of the catalog that will not be printed. If you want stuff that, if you're a collector of road names on box cars like me that aren't real, go for it. And the engines in here, mostly stuff that's not going to pull those heavy die-cast cars, but they're very nice engines for the money, and they can run with your phone, your transformer, and your legacy TMCC system, and the new system coming out. So let's go on, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we know about the universal remote, and here's a limited edition. I don't think many dealers are getting this, and I'm going to get the Atlas one because I'm scale. I'm getting the actually Pepsi can scheme, not a fan of this. The operation lies there unless if I had the money. But this is a limited edition C-Trash Think Train. I think it looks kind of cool going on your model railroad, because when you bring people, It warns them about the dangers of playing on the tracks, and it gets a message across. I think it's kind of cool. I might have to throw that in if Atlas makes it again. Who knows? Gotta get a job first. Let's go on. Okay, all the features about Line Cheap Plus 2.0. There it is. You all know about it. Okay, a return of these engine because they sold more than any other engine last time they were made. The 060T saddle tank steam locomotive, Dotsire switcher. Not a bad price for what they are. They're die cast. They're scale. They got every feature you can think of. Not legacy, but they can run with your phone, your transformer, your remotes, and your tablets and everything. I was hoping they would make an unlettered painted black one, but they did not. Maybe they'll have one out there somewhere. Who knows? Because I would put my own road name, or they could do it for me. And here's an engine that's probably not been made in probably about 25 years of this type. It is the NW2 Classic engine that was made in the post-war years, and it had a ringing bell constant. But these have all new features. And if I had to choose one, they're a little pricey, but if I had to choose one at a dealer, that seaboard is just absolutely stunning with the red, black, and white. I just love it. That's a good scheme. They should have chose that for all their engines. I love it. But they all look good. All right, let's go on. All right. I believe this is the only one out of the catalog because these were in the catalog before on digital. These, what engine is this? Dash 8 semi-scale XMTH tooling. They got all the Line Chief Plus 2.0 features. Won't go over that. But this is a nice little set for somebody that doesn't have a lot of money, that just wants to be semi-scale all the time, and that wants to run on a budget. Here you go. Here's a little set. And they sell these little auto rats for the catalog now. And they're pretty nice, but I won't be getting them because I get the big, long auto rats that you can put your vehicles in that Lionel makes and Atlas makes that are coming out. So, and then you got Roscoe Flats Tire and Auto SMTH tooling, which I think is a take on Rascal Flats. Who knows? I think it's kind of cool though. All right, here's some milk flat cars and milk containers. Kind of cool. I won't be getting any because they're not going to fit my layout. This birthday was a Milwaukee Road birthday for me, and I'm probably going to go ahead and order this car. It's got my favorite Milwaukee Road Northern 261, which still runs today, and the little Joe, and has a map on there. I think that's kind of cool. I'm going to throw it in as well. And then I'm certainly getting this car. These are not scale, but I collect them as well. These are cars to simulate with different road names and everything, and the history of the railroads and parts they had to do with it. And here's a World's Fair car, 100-year anniversary car. I will certainly be getting this car because I think my granddad went to the one in Chicago. I don't know. But then you got Bazooka bubble gum. I like double bubble better, but I do like Bazooka gum. Kind of cool artifacts and graphics on that. I might have to get that and put it on my, because I'm making a candy shelf with candy memorabilia. I might just have to throw that in. I don't know. But then you got Chevy and Ford classic box cars, and the Ford one has, it's personalized, which means you can actually send a picture of your Ford or Chevy car to them, and that gives me an idea. I'm going to send a picture of my Ford Fusion 2019 hybrid and put it on that box car. That would be cool. They're 100. I don't care. I'll do it. And you have to go to Lionel's store to do it, which I'm okay with. I'll do that. Okay, this car this is not a car. This is expand your world with accessories. Y'all are going to already see this because I know about this crossing. I've never seen one in real life, but we've had a lot of them down here in the southeast and one near my town. All right, here's Pluggets. This is called the Billups Crossing Gate, and I'll read you the description and you'll know about it. A dangerous crossing responsible for many accidents on a Mississippi highway was the catalyst for inventor, I have to zoom in that, Alonzo Billups to design and install a can't-miss crossing to prevent loss of life. The first and only of its kind, motorists were greeted with a large skull and crossbones as they approached the intersection on Highway 7, accompanying with a siren that was most described similar to that of an air raid siren. I bet that'll be loud on any railroad. I'm probably going to get this. I'll have to convert it to my track. I don't know. The crossing came to life with blinking red lights and arrows that indicated which direction the train was coming from. That'd be cool if they still do that today, but they won't. There was no mistaking the urgency of the stop death shop lighting beneath. Well, that's a misprint in the catalog. I'm okay. I could fix it if I get one, which I can't. Stop death. It's supposed to say stop, but it says shop. And stop death, stop lying beneath the light skull. That this crossing meant danger and that you needed to be alert for oncoming trains. It stood for almost 30 years before it fell into disrepair and was replaced with a modern crossing like we see today. I still like it. Brand new tooling brings this unique, one-of-a-kind train accessory to your layout. Just like its real-life counterpart, the arrow lights will indicate which direction the approaching train is coming from. That's kind of cool. I might have to get this. A siren will activate as the train passes through the insulated track section, which I can make my own. I don't need anybody's. And with the included on-off sound switch of the siren, you're in control on if you want that signal to blare its warning. Easy installation on your layout makes this accessory a must-have for any model train enthusiast to light onlookers and be prepared to tell the story of how this crossing came to be to curious train fans. Alright, let's go over the features, and I'm going to give y'all a little story about this. And it says siren, blinking lights, new tooling. I'm going to go over about one that I know about down here in the south in Georgia near my beach house in Brunswick. Okay, Billups Crossing Gate, $200. Blinking red LEDs, illuminated skull and crossbones. Siren activates when train comes through. Arrows indicate direction that train is approaching from. Indicates 2 5-inch insulated track section for activation. Dimensions 10-inch track section, 20 inches would include insulated track. And there's the dimension. From what I can hear is that these will sell so fast. But when A, B, and C was around in the 1920s, they had these, and I didn't know this person personally, but a good friend of mine whose uncle didn't work for the railroad got killed at one of these things, and I tell you what, it might be a thing I might get. I can get cheaper at a deal, and then there's some more accessories, so. That's kind of cool. Amtrak station to celebrate Amtrak. That's nice. Okay, here's something, and I don't know why they don't put this in the catalog. A lot of friends of mine who live up in Atlanta, including the person I'm helping move furniture, sees this and takes their grandkids and stuff there. They have turned this little caboose into a creamery where you can go get your ice cream while the trains go by. Now, if I get this, I will kind of re-scratch build it and do it, but I probably won't get it. But it's kind of cool, and the car does move, and it's a kit where you have to make the laser wood deck. It's kind of cool. It's $200, not my cup of tea, but it's kind of cool. And here's some new things. These are not XMTH, I don't think. These are old tooling that they've had at Lionel, but it has sounds in it, and I might have to get this because I have a workshop where this has. They have Grandpa's workshop, which has probably sounds of cutting wood and all that, and sawing and all that, drilling, and might have to get that. They're each 130, and then you got Nana's She Shed, which I don't know what it's going to sound. I probably won't get it because I just don't want it. I don't know. Okay, then. These are the Midway Games 3-pack with figures. These don't operate, but they're very nice. And the Nets accessory, there's 2 of them. I have the one on the bottom, and I tell you, I'm going to have to send this back to Lionel. There are problems with it. The motors don't work. It's the little control box is faulty with it. But you got your fake newsstand, and everyone has to have that. It's kind of funny. And then you got a carnival treat stand. I guess if you have a carnival or a circus, you can have one of those. But it's kind of cool, and they jack the price like everything else. It's just the way that everything's going in this world now. I'm not saying it's Lionel's fault, but they can do a little better on the thing. I still love Lionel, and I'm still getting a few things out of here. Okay, you got your Transformers and all that, and if I had the money, I would still get the ZWL. Still as powerful, maybe powerfuler than the Z4000 MTH makes. It's kind of cool. And then you got American Flyer going through that. But if I did American Flyer, I would get the Southern, the nickel plate PAs in here. And then I would get a set of coaches to go along with them. And then you got these cars and so. And then here's something cool. If I can get a job as soon as possible, hopefully next week, I'm going to call the TCA and see if they got that. I like that bicentennial Santa Fe. But anyways, and then the car for this year, National Train Day, is a very special one. I'm going to get it when I'm going to go and order it. So, then you got HL. Don't give a dang about that. Then you got all this crap right here. So, my thoughts are, this catalog is nice, and I'm not worrying a lot out of it because the job situation, the money situation, the inflation issue. But there are a few things I'm getting out of it. I'm getting the Central Georgia Train Masters, all of them. I'm getting the Western Railway of Alabama Hobo Boxcar. I'm getting the Crossing accessory, the Siren. And I'm still debating on the Brass Hybrid because of the price. There's no discount, and they want to kind of get your orders in so they can make it. They've never made it. I've been wanting to, but with this inflation, it's going to be hard. Anyways, that does it for the catalog review. Today's my birthday. I turned 30 years old, and everybody's going to probably bitch about the catalog. A little bit about it with the moguls, but it's still a nice catalog, and I still like Lionel. And I'm going to enjoy this day. Hope y'all enjoy this catalog, and I will see y'all later. Maybe next one will have some more stuff. See y'all later. All right, bye.